guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Vanity Alexander Marshall and welcome. If you're new here, hi, how are you? Don't forget, hit subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you click the notification bell so every time I'm uploading a new video, you are notified. Yes, another vanity talk. Afterwards, I am heading out. I have some errands I need to run and I gotta go to one place I ain't been to. I can't tell you the last time I've been to, which is the washateria, because our dryer died. So I have washed my clothes already. I'm just gonna take my clothes out of the washer and take it to the washateria to dry them. And then I got other errands I gotta go run. So this is also graduation season. My son just graduated high school. I've already put the short on that. If you have not caught the short, my son walking the stage, I'm gonna put it in the cards above. But that is going to be the subject of my vanity talk today as I try some new makeup. So I've already talked about makeup. A couple of them I need to do like this because I've been testing it out and it's like, I don't know. So yeah, let's do, so come on in. Let's do this vanity talk regarding Louisiana high school graduations. All right, my mirror is right here in front of me. So you see me do that, I'm looking at the mirror. But I was gonna talk about something else, but I'm gonna save that subject for another time, another vanity talk, because I do have another vanity talk that I'm gonna be doing. I wanted to particularly talk about Louisiana graduations. This is why I'm going to talk about Louisiana graduations, as I'm going to put this makeup on. I'm going to try and make this as a light beat as possible because I'm going to the washateria to dry clothes. But after I do that, I have a couple of other places I need to go because tomorrow is my son's girlfriend's graduation, and my son and I are going to her graduation. She was at his graduation. Her and her mom, they were there, so it's only necessary, me, myself, and my son go to her graduation tomorrow. So most of this makeup I am wearing, this is mostly Maybelline I'm going to be putting on today, some new Maybelline, and then I have some other high-end products I'm going to be wearing. I don't believe I'm doing eyeshadow today. I just don't have the time, the energy for eyeshadow today. I have a new eyeshadow palette. I might save that new eyeshadow palette for my vanity talk. I'm actually going to record tomorrow getting ready for her graduation, but I am going to start with primer, and a lot of people have been liking this primer. It's okay. I'm kind of mixed on it, and I'm going to tell you why. This is from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline, what is it, Poreless. This is their jelly primer. It's like the yet another dupe for the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip primer. Everybody's duping it. The only reason I'm a little mixed on it is I like the gripping primers. This is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. The thing is, when it comes to makeup from Maybelline, I don't know what they are using. It's like I get an allergic reaction. The one thing I had to stop wearing was all of their mascaras, and I love their mascaras. They have some of the best mascaras on the market. However, I had to throw all of my mascaras away because I don't know what ingredient they were putting in that mascara. I kid you not, every time I wore their mascara, my eyes would water. That would be the only mascara that would make my eyes watery and really, really itchy. And as a result of that, I threw all of my mascaras away. That includes the Sky High, and I had the Sky High mascara, and I loved that mascara. But I couldn't wear it because I don't know what ingredient they were using. It kept watering. My eyes kept getting watery, like it was whatever it was, I was allergic to it. Well, now we're gonna see, we actually trying this primer again. I'm gonna pinpoint it because I tested this makeup out, and I don't know if it's an ingredient. My face was really itchy, like really itchy, and I'm hoping whatever it is that was in that mascara has not moved to their other products, but we're gonna find out. So that's why I'm doing it again today, and I'm not at work. So this is just regular schmegular running errands. For foundation, a lot of y'all have been talking about this. So I tried it out. This is from Maybelline. We are sticking with Maybelline. This is their multi-stick lifter. This is like, you can use it as either a contour stick or a foundation or however. I use it as an all-over foundation. This is where this, yeah, what shade is this? Number 70. It's number 70. I don't know if it's this or the primer. One of them is breaking me out. And I don't know why it's breaking me out. I don't know if it's this or if it's this. I don't know. I did have my skincare on the first time. I don't know if it's not working with the skincare, so I changed it up today. So I don't know. This is what it looks like on my face. A lot of people like it. This is kind of more so on the drier side. So to loosen it up, I may have to loosen this up some. But yeah, I'm gonna pinpoint today because I am gonna be wearing it for a few hours today. Ooh, let me lift this up. Or can I turn it? I can't turn it? Okay, wait a minute, why can't you turn it? Hey, it's not very good. Okay, I can't turn it? Okay. That's odd. Okay. But I use it for all over. And you know what? I'm realizing I don't think I turned it when I first got it. I didn't. So anyway, let me put this on. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something's breaking me out. And we're gonna see today if it's gonna do the same thing. This is kind of like, everybody said it blends really, really good. I don't know. It's kind of giving me a hard time with blending. Okay, I think I know what it is that's bothering my face. Okay, I think I know what it is now. All right, so for my vanity talk today, I am going to talk about the Louisiana graduations. This is why I'm talking about Louisiana graduations. My son just graduated high school just a few days ago. He just graduated. And the graduations, 2 graduations are going viral on TikTok and Instagram. The main one that is going viral is the high school graduation of Madison Prep. I'm try and do this without getting mad because just me mentioning this is making me mad. Let me get a sponge. Nope, you know what? No, I'm not gonna get a sponge. I'm gonna use one of my triangle posts today. My concealer is going to be the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is a re-up. This is the shade Cafe. That's what this is. Don't tell me I'm about to run out of, go. These two. Tell you, when I like a concealer, I'm gonna use that sucker up. And this is my, I'm about to be working on yet another 2 of this. I've already drank one of these already. But anyway, so with Madison Prep, this is something that Madison Prep has been doing for the last few years, which is allowing their graduates to, they do a dance. They do a dance. And they've been doing this. Oh my goodness. What year? Was this 2022? I think since 2022 they've been doing this. It may have been before, it may have been longer than that. So every year when the kids get their, they get their diploma sleeve, and then when they're done and the kids go back in the back, they get their actual high school diploma signed by the Louisiana Department of Education. When I tell you this president has literally allowed racism to be okay in this country, baby, they have allowed the racism to be okay. The comments that are on Madison Prep's comment section on when people have been posting about Madison Prep and their graduation and the kids was dancing. What the kids are doing is they were bucking, is what they were doing. Which again has been a tradition of Madison Prep for years now. They have been viral with their graduations pretty much every year. They're viral with their graduations. But see, when you have these racists that come in and decide to choose racism over what's good for these kids, I got a problem with that. So the kids, what it is after these kids get the sleeve, get their high school diploma sleeve, they were coming off the stage and then they're doing their dance or whatever, but they're going back to their seat. I saw some comments on Madison Prep's section for Madison Prep's graduation, that they were holding up the line for other kids to get their high school diplomas. And this one white guy was talking about that, talking about how somebody had called it ghetto and it's so unprofessional, and it got so far, the comment section on Madison Prep alone, god awful. And I mean the racism at its finest. And I mean this white guy had a whole speech, and people are coming out with, oh, is this what you mean by black fatigue? Kids celebrating that they have finished high school. Now, let me tell you something about what y'all were so harping about with Madison Prep, which these white folks don't know. They don't know the process of getting into Madison Prep, into that very school. How I know? My daughter's niece is about to be a junior at Madison Prep. And just to get into that school, let me say this again with my eyes raised, just to get into that school, it's almost like you going through a 4 or 5 part interview process. Okay? And if you noticed on a lot of those kids that graduated from Madison Prep, a lot of them have ropes, medals, banners. These were honor medals, accomplishments that these kids did the last 4 years. But see, all these people see was color. That's all they saw was color, and they were being ghetto and ratchet, and some comments had gone as far as, oh, so they're celebrating because they got a job at Walmart. Oh, they must be celebrating their new job at Waffle House. You talk about black fatigue so much, yet you want to be us. You can't survive without us. These kids have avoided the streets, have avoided going to jail. They have had so many accomplishments. What y'all don't know is these kids, some of these kids had dual enrollments. Like, not only enrolled at their high school, they were also enrolled in a college. But you don't want to talk about that. All you saw was a bunch of kids dancing and you called it ghetto because they were of this color. Now, 2 days after Madison Prep's graduation was my son's graduation. Same thing. They went. In a video you saw that I posted on my short, they had began the process of calling everybody to get their sleeve. My son is number 1 because his last name started with an A. So he was the first one. What you didn't see was before they got their high school diploma sleeve, same thing. Before that, the principal had given out some special awards, and he had given out 3 principal awards. One of those principal awards went to my son. he got a principal award. So not only did he get a high school diploma, he got a big old principal plaque. Got a big plaque. He got a plaque. A lot of kids got plaques. One student got a $500 stipend towards her books for college. His school made his 3. They had 2 valedictorians and 2 salutatorians because they all tied their overall GPA. His school, his class alone, upped the score on their ACT scores. They set the new standard for the underclassmen. Their overall average GPA was above a 3.0. Above a 3.0. And the nickname that the principal was giving my son's class, they were nothing more than a bunch of nerds. But all they saw was this. So they did the same thing. They danced, they bucked, they celebrated. What you also didn't see with that dancing was everybody had already received their sleeves. They gave them about 2 or 3 minutes to dance and celebrate that they are done. A lot of us parents were bucking with them because we're in celebration. And then after they were done, the principal had called them back into their seats and they had to do their swearing in of being a high school graduate. And then after they did that, they walked in the back, received their actual signed high school diploma, and then we met them outside. But all you saw was this. And the comments, somebody posted them bucking for my son's school. I thought the comments for Madison Prep was bad. My son's school was worse. The comments, y'all. Okay, I'm going in with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. I'm gonna put that all over the face. I'm wondering if this was that brush that was making me itch. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Kind of feeling a downfall on that because I thought that thing rose up. This stick rose up, but I guess not. But anyway, the comments was the same comments from Madison Prep. Oh, they're celebrating because they got their GEDs. That's what you see? Oh, you saw a bunch of children of color dancing. And oh, that's the only thing that can come out of your mouth. What's that? And a lot of people were eating them up in the comments about that. They were eating up. So you're mad at these kids' accomplishments. And then it was the same thing like Madison Prep. A lot of the kids that graduated from my son's school, that were part of my son's class, some of them kids had dual enrollment. Some of them, I didn't know, some of them were not only enrolled at the school, they were enrolled at BRCC. So they were finishing high school and getting college credit and in a college class. So when they went full-time into college, they were probably working on their 2nd year. And some of them probably about to get their associate's degrees early going into big school. And see, what you don't know about my son, we're not going to reveal the final result. My son got accepted to 6 colleges. Yeah, but you ain't going to say nothing about that. All you saw was a bunch of black kids dancing. And you called it ghetto, hood, ratchet. That's what y'all called it. And y'all had the audacity to use ratchet. I'm putting on the Fit Me powder, Maybelline Fit Me. I went back to using this, and I have to be careful with this because this Fit Me powder is very, 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 very pigmented. So I will be doing on my original channel an all drugstore makeup look. So if you're not following me on my original channel, what you doing? Follow me on my original channel. I think I'm gonna put this in my maybe stack. I'm gonna put both of these in my maybe stack because I don't know what's itching me, and I think it may have something to do with the brush. I am gonna try something else. I am gonna try it again tomorrow when I do my makeup again. That's probably what I'm gonna do, save it for that when I do my makeup tomorrow for my son's girlfriend's graduation. I'm gonna save it for that. All right, for blush, I'm going to use the NYX Buttermelt blush. I'm gonna put that on. But yeah, it was just so disheartening to see these comments. And I had commented on a few of them on TikTok, like, and then telling some of the people, and I know some of the people from Madison Prep, that, yeah, my son's school did the same thing, and they're getting the same kind of comments, the same racist comments. They're getting the same comments, and it makes no sense. Why are y'all doing this to these kids? I'm not doing an eyeshadow. I'm gonna take this Fit Me powder. I'm just gonna put it all over my lid. I kind of not in a eyeshadow mood today because I got things to do. So I think that's all I'm gonna do is just this. Because I do have concealer on my lids, so it's also gonna set the concealer as well. Now for his girlfriend's graduation tomorrow, I'm not gonna wear this powder on my lids. I think I know what eyeshadow palette I'm gonna wear. I think. So yeah, I wanted to come on here and talk about that because this was so disheartening because y'all saw black faces instead of white faces. Now, had there been a bunch of white kids dancing like that, you wouldn't have said a thing. But because it was a bunch of black kids, you got something to say. I whooped this setting spray back out. I have a dupes video I'm gonna be doing soon on my original channel. I know y'all are familiar, here it is, with this setting spray from e.l.f. But you do know this is a dupe for this. This is from Milk Makeup. This is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip setting spray. I haven't worn this in a while. I haven't worn this in a while. And it's the same concept. You have to shake it up. Just like with this, you just have to shake it up. So if you didn't know, this is a dupe for this. All right, for mascara, I have not really been liking this. I have this out. This is probably gonna be in my Makeup No-Nos, I guess. I'm still gonna put it in my Maybe Stay. This is from the Sephora collection. This is their Size Up waterproof mascara. I have not been enjoying this mascara at all. This is what the brush looks like. I have not been liking this mascara. I really have not been liking the mascara. I'm definitely gonna move this to my Maybe Stay. I don't know about this. All right, for lip, I'm not going anything crazy. I'm going in with my Jisoo lip oil. I'm going in with this. I've had this lip oil for quite a while. This is a go-to lip oil for me. And I actually didn't think I would like this lip oil, but this Jisoo lip oil is pretty good. I like it. This, you know, this definitely been going in my Maybe Stay because I've been wearing this quite a bit. Oh, I feel a declutter video coming on. I'm running over with lip glosses and lipsticks and things. I feel a declutter coming on. Now, not so much with the foundations because I've already did a declutter off a long while back. I did a declutter of a lot of foundation. And I look like I have a few more foundations I can declutter. So I do feel a declutter video coming up soon. But that is it with this vanity talk. I wanted to do this vanity talk just like this because the absolute racism that is being targeted at these kids is just absolutely disheartening. Totally disheartening to see that because these kids, and not just the kids at Madison Prep or at my son's school, Collegiate Baton Rouge, but just in general, you see black kids graduated from high school and nobody's killing anybody, nobody is fighting. These kids are having fun. And this is something in our culture, particularly here in Baton Rouge, we do this. This is just what we do. Now, they may not do this for my son's girlfriend's school because she's graduating from another high school and she graduates tomorrow, so they might be a little strict on that. But these are kids that have accomplished so much. And I am talking about the strictness of school and then the even more heightened like pressure of passing the ACT. Some still take the SAT, but it's more so the pressure of the ACT. And my son had taken the ACT 3 times. 3 times. He had to take it 3 times. And it was just stressing him out. It was really stressing him out. And I thought they were going to do away with requiring an ACT score, but they were still requiring that ACT score. And an ACT, and my thing is, an ACT score does not really dictate, should not dictate how a kid really is in school. Because not all students are good test takers, and my son is definitely one of those. He's not a good test taker, but get him in that classroom, okay, I have to get on him with math. But this boy had an A in physics, and that is his major. His major is physics. Because that boy can tell you anything about what's going on in that sky. That boy can tell you anything about what's going on in that sky. He can tell you anything. As well as playing basketball. And then, surprising, he got a principal's award. And that means you are recognized specifically by the school principal themselves. So that was a big accomplishment for him as well. But again, all these people saw was black skin dancing, and y'all called it ghetto. And I'm gonna need y'all to cut that out. I need you to cut that out, because again, had it been white students doing that, you were okay with it. But because it was black students, this was a problem. Hence, again, black fatigue. I just don't get it. And a lot of times I don't like to be political or anything like that, but I think I felt that I needed to talk about it because it was unjust, it was unfair, and it was extremely racist. And those people that made those kind of comments, you need to check your racism. You really need to check your racism. So it's disheartening. It's very disheartening. And people really need to be educated. And again, really need to check their racism at the door, because it was very unnecessary. So instead of showing your racism, why can't you be happy for these kids? Why can't you celebrate these kids? Because we did. And what you also didn't notice in the crowd, us parents were joking with them. We were in the crowds joking with them. And I do have a video. But these kids were celebrating. They were happy. They were out of school. They don't have ACT pressures, and they have a bigger stress with financial aid now, going to college, and then everything going on in the federal government. These are kids that now have that problem. But you saw this dancing, and it was ghetto. How dare you? How dare you? But that is it with my vanity talk. I have another vanity talk coming up, so I hope you join me with that. With that being said, this is Vanessa Alexander Marshall. I hope you have a great day. Take care.